The players, this is what being in the Premiership's all about. You know, you're going to have some tough times, and you've got to ride with them, and you've got to take it on the chin. You know, we said all season that we'll go out and we'll perform as well as we can on the day, and you've got to take the result that comes. And I think ultimately, you know, even when we got to 18, 17, if we had managed to push on, you know, you'd kind of thought, do you really deserve a result when you start that badly and you kind of drop off the intensity as we did early on. So no, I mean, I'm disappointed, but you know, if you give a team like London Irish with that many strike runners, that much time and space, and you miss one-on-one tackles, and you don't work quite together with the defensive line, and you make some poor decisions, then they hurt you. And I think that's where we were. You know, we got hurt by a side who were quite hot today.
A couple of key moments second half. You'd obviously the sin bin, but then you'd look like you've got to try and.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's nothing more frustrating for a coach when the referee sticks his hands in the air and then takes it down again. You know, and I think that's ultimately, you know, whether it was right or wrong, you know, without looking at television replays, a few angles, no one will know. But it was a bit of a key moment. We got ourselves back in the game. We got on the front foot. But having said that, you know, we still took a penalty, got within 1 point, and then what did we do? You know, we didn't exit properly. We put ourselves under more pressure, and then the game got away from us. So, you know, I'd much rather talk about ourselves and the things that we can still improve on. You know, everyone needs to remember, you know, no matter how hard I have to kind of tell everybody, sometimes we're very much a work in progress as a team. We've done quite well so far this season, but in terms of individual players and as a team, you know, in the Premiership we're pretty inexperienced, and we need to experience days like today with a big atmosphere and a big crowd for us to move forward and improve. And there's no doubt in 2-3 seasons down the line, some of our younger players will deal with a day like today far better than they did. And I think that bodes very well for us. You know, we've still got a long way to go as far as how much improvements we can make.
Did the occasion sort of get to your guys a little bit?
I'd like to say no.
For the first time.
I'd like to say no, but I think the proof of the pudding is we didn't start the game well. So, you know, I think you've probably got to say there was an element of that. You know, we catch the first kick-off, we carry it up, but we drop it, put ourselves under pressure. We managed to recover that position, but the next piece of play we carry it again, and we, you know, in our own half, and we lose possession. And the reality is you just can't do that in the Premiership if you don't expect to be conceding points. You know, this season we've been very clinical. Our defence has been very, very good. You know, we haven't been conceding tries, and today at times that looked a little bit ragged. But again, you know, I'm kind of glad we've got a game of rugby under our belts. The challenge was always going to be how we came through the break. Would we do it as well as, say, London Irish? And on the day's performance, you'd have to say that the breaks with the London Irish far more than suited us.
Losing Hanks and Thomas was a big blow in the first.
Yeah, I mean, I said to the boys at half-time that you're just going to have to reset yourselves, because pretty much everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. You know, we conceded a couple of soft early tries, a couple of injuries. You know, that can happen to you in a game, and credit to the lads. You know, I think that's probably why, if anything, I'm a little disappointed, and I think the players will be disappointed, is when you do manage to reset yourself and get yourself back in the game and get within 1 point, to then let that gap open up again is quite frustrating. But I think we're all pretty confident we know the reasons why it happened, and they're not things that we can't address and move forward. And we've experienced a real tough, intense game here today. It's kind of just what we need running into Leeds next week. That'll be a tough physical game. It's a cup final game for them. There's a bit of a cup final atmosphere here today. You know, and I think that just bodes well, setting us up for next week.
What were the injuries in the first time?
Hanksy's hurt his shoulder, and Hayden Thomas had a blow to the head.
So serious or?
Bit early to tell, really. Yeah, a bit early to tell. Okay.
Thank you.